All right, let's do some deep breathing to get us started. Ancient Chinese masters had to worry about microphones all the time. All right, Wuji position, long, slow, deep breathing. Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, push the palms forward. Inhale. Exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale. You'll go Cardinals. Inhale. And exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep belly breath in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, left hand up, right hand down. Inhale to the heart. Pardon me. Exhale, right hand up, left hand down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You guys are looking awesome today. Gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. That was beautiful. Everybody was in sync with one another. That was awesome. Hello, Vaughn. Vacation was really good. Turn on my microphone. Thank you. Yes, my vacation was good. Vaughn, you had an operation. I hope that went well. I'm talking to Vaughn is joining us online from Wisconsin. Vaughn was joining me before COVID hit, and he's been one of my faithful followers throughout COVID. And in fact, Vaughn and I found out we both ran cross country when we were in high school many moons ago. I know, hard to believe I ran cross country, but I did. So Vaughn was getting a surgery. So I hope it went well. Let me know in the comment section. All right, warm up exercises. You guys have been doing really good with this. So let's have some fun. All right. Starting with the chin tuck from the Wuji position. Float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin while looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. Sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward. Float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tuck in the chin. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. Sink the chin to the chest. And one more time, we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. And sink the chin to the chest. Next neck exercise, looking side to side. We start out in the prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Right hand over the right shoulder, looking right, gently pushing down on the left. And come back to prayer hands. Now the right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look left, push down on the right. Come back to prayer hands. Left hand's on top. Right hand, right shoulder, look right, push down left. Come back to prayer hands. Right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, look left, push down right. And come back to center. Make sure you're turning the neck as you do this. Tai Chi ball, left hand's on top. Look over your right shoulder. Feel the stretch in the neck. Then come back to center, prayer hands. There you go. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Look over your left shoulder and bring the hand with you as you do it. And then come back to center, to prayer hand. Excellent. Relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles. Bring the shoulders back and then up. And forward and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. Now reverse. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back. One more time. Forward, up, back, and down. Next shoulder exercise, gathering chi gently. You didn't say anything about keeping the microphone on, did you, Vaughn? Come on, that was kind of funny. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity, gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. Again, gently reaching out, reaching up, beautiful stretch, and relax the hands down. One more time, gently reaching out, reaching up, beautiful stretch, and relax the hands down. Excellent. Touching heaven and earth, prayer hand position. Left hand pushes up, right hand down, stretching the spine. And come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, again, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, float the head gently to the ceiling. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretch that spine. Come back to center, pause for 1 second. So really good hand position for this one is where the hand is like right over my forehead. So I'm not doing this and stretching and irritating my shoulder. My shoulder stays relatively relaxed and the hand is right above the head. This is a really good position to get your body to be in. This is a really good way to protect your head. All right. So if something's coming at you from this direction, good way to protect your head this way, or coming at you this way, or even if you get into a fall to protect your head. So it's a good idea to get used to our bodies get used to key positions, and this is a really good key position. I was doing research. I did a talk about Tai Chi at a traumatic brain injury conference, and in my research, I discovered number one reason for head injury for people over 60, falling, striking their head on the way down on something. So, prayer hand position, let's try that a couple times. Left hand up, right hand down, stretch that spine. Beautiful. Back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, stretch that spine. And back to center. Left up, right down, float the head to the ceiling. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Gently stretch that spine. And come back to center. Prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Nicely done. Carrying the ball side to side, prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Turn the upper body to the left. Turn the ball over, right hand is on top. And gently turn to the right. Stay on the right, turn the ball over, left hand is on top, gently turn to the left. Try to not turn the hips, just the upper body. Turn the ball over, right hand is on top, gently turn to the right, not moving the hips, just the upper body. And then we turn the ball over, left hand is on top, gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. And then we turn the ball over, come back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Awesome. So most of the time I have everyone sit down. You guys are doing so well. We're going to stay standing. But I want to touch on a point. You heard this yesterday, so you can ignore me if you want. But it's an important point to listen to. And it actually is about listening to our feet. I'm not going to go into the detail I did yesterday, so you don't have to bring out your pillow and blanket or anything, okay? So part of helping us with our balance is getting our brain to start listening to our feet. Our feet have lots of nerve endings, and they give our brain all kinds of great information. And this is the longest neural pathway in the body, and Parkinson's is a neuromuscular disease. But this works well for people that don't have Parkinson's also. Okay, so I want to try something here. Standing in the Wuji position, this is the only time I give you permission to lean. Go ahead and lean forward. What do you feel in your feet when you lean forward from the waist? More pressure, yeah, where at? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what most people will feel. When you lean forward, you feel more pressure in the toes. When you lean backwards, you feel it in the heels, right? You feel your toes actually come up off the ground, right? All right, try something else now. Lean forward again. Now, what else do you feel in the body as you lean forward? Feel anything in your thighs, your stomach? Feel a tightening? A lot of people feel a tightening like in their thighs and in the belly muscles as you lean forward. The front of the body starts to tighten up, right? Again, lean backwards. A lot of times you'll feel the opposite. You'll feel like the hamstrings, buttocks, the lower back. Sometimes the people's bellies will, because they'll start to rotate forward when they lean backwards. So when you lean forward and backwards, a lot of things are happening with your body. Okay. When you're in a neutral position, you feel the body start to calm down. But when you're leaning forward, all of a sudden the body has to start working pretty hard, right? Or you're leaning backwards, all of a sudden the body has to start working. You feel muscles tighten up. It's the last thing you want to do if you have Parkinson's is get more muscles to tighten up, right? We're trying to get our muscles to relax. So a really good thing to do, and you can practice this at home, is to kind of like come forward a little bit, come backwards a little bit, and find a nice neutral position between the toe and the heel. Find a nice neutral position to stand in, all right? And then you kind of make that your anchor position. But what's actually happening is your feet are telling you what's going on with your upper body. All right. And so you start listening to them as you're doing Tai Chi. So as I'm teaching you forms in Tai Chi, you start listening to your body. A great example of this is the very first warm up exercise we do, where we bring the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. A lot of times people start to rotate back a little bit or lean backwards. And if you listen to your feet, they'll tell you exactly what your body's doing. So it should feel neutral. And then the hands come out, the chin floats up. Again, it should feel neutral on your feet. And then as you sink the chin to the chest, you should not feel more pressure on your toes. It should feel pretty neutral as you go through that whole exercise. If you're feeling weight kind of heels and toes, that means you're leaning your upper body. Okay. All right. One other, because we not only have to worry about posture front back, we have to worry about side side, right? So go ahead and lean to the left. And what do you feel on your feet when you lean? hmm Usually it's more pressure on one side of your foot, but let's try just as a good reference. Now weight shift left. So keep the upper body straight, bend the left knee, shift the body, keeping the upper body straight. Now what do you feel on your foot? The whole foot feels solid, right? All right. So when I lean, and everybody's a little different. When you lean, some people are going to feel it more on the outside of the foot. Some people when they lean, they kind of bring the knee in to compensate, and you're going to feel it more on the inside of your foot when you bring the knee in. Or when you lean out, some people kind of bring that knee out, and you're going to feel it more on the outside of the foot. But that's exactly so when you're shifting your weight to one foot, if you feel more pressure on the outside or inside of your foot, that's telling you that your upper body is leaning. It should feel like a solid pressure. All right. And so as we go through this next series of exercises, listen to your feet, listen to what your feet are telling you is happening with your upper body. Okay. Um, when we have Parkinson's, obviously our balance is more challenged. Um, and our balance is even challenged as we get older. But as we have Parkinson's, that adds another challenge. All right. And so, what this does is a lot of times we ignore our feet. I said jokingly yesterday, it's like our brain doesn't listen to our feet. It's like my teenage daughters. I give them all kinds of great advice and they don't listen to me. That's really weird. I'm the only parent that happens to, I'm sure. Um, but so we start teaching our brain to listen to our feet, and it becomes another tool in our toolbox to help us with our balance. All right. So as we go through these next 6 exercises, listen to your feet. All right. Okay. So side to side hip exercise. We're bending the knee, weights on one leg. We tap or float the opposite foot. All right. Again, listen to your feet. We're getting really zen now, right? Prayer hand position. Use the chair if you need to. Weight shifts right, bend in the right knee, tap the left foot or float the left foot. Feel what your foot is telling you. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts left, bend in the left knee, tap or float the right foot. And come back to center. Listen to what your foot's telling you. Weight shifts right, tap or float left foot. Keep that upper body nice and straight. Come back through center. Weight shifts left, bend in the left knee. Keep that upper body straight. Keep a bend in that left knee. Tap or float the right foot. And come back to center. One more time. Push right, weight right, bend in the right knee. Upper body stays straight. Tap or float left foot. Excellent. Come back through center. Push left, weight left, bend in the left knee. Tap or float the right foot. And come back to center. And relax the hands down. Nicely done. Vaughn put another comment in there. Focused ultrasound operation on my brain went well. Good. Excellent. I'm not, it said focused ultrasound. So I'm not sure what that is. I've not heard of that procedure before. Curious if that was for Parkinson's or not. So I'm glad all went well. If they did a brain operation on me, they would say, couldn't find anything. See, I beat you to it. All right. Forward and backward hip exercise. Weight shifts to the right. Keep a bend in the right knee. Tap left heel in front of us, empty, no weight. And tap left toe behind us, no weight. Empty on the heel. Use the chair if you need to. And empty on the toe. Use that chair if you need to. Empty on the heel. And empty on the toe. Keep plenty of space between the feet. Beautiful. Back to center. Weight shifts left, bend in the left knee. Empty right heel, hands behind us. Empty right toe, hands in front of us. Empty on the heel. And empty on the toe. Keep all the weight on the left. One more time. Empty heel. And empty toe. And back to center. Now, one piece of advice I would give you on that one is as you touch the toe behind you, don't get in the habit of putting the feet close together. Want to leave space between your feet, so if you have to shift your weight, you're in a nice stable position. If I'm doing this when I shift my weight, I'm on a balance beam. Don't want to do that, all right? So try and keep some space between your feet as you step back, okay? All right. Everybody having fun? All right. What do Attila the Hun and Winnie the Pooh have in common? You got it. They have the same middle name. Hey, they're dad jokes. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to kick somebody out of class pretty soon here. All right, then you come up with a good dad joke next week. All right. That you can tell in public. Yeah, see? All right, heel kick. Now, I want everyone to stay safe, so I'm not as worried about the hand movements with this. I want you to hold on to the chair if you need to. 4 motions with the leg. First, pick the leg up. Second, kick the leg out. Third, pick the leg back up. Fourth, float the foot to the ground. The leg that's on the ground, keep that knee bent. Concentrate on keeping that knee bent. Keep the body straight in this direction. Keep the back straight in this direction. And listen to your feet. Once again, they're going to tell you what's happening with your body. Okay? Good job. So hands loosely gripped at the belt line or desperately holding on to the chair, whichever works best for you. Weight shifts to the right. Feel the right foot solid on the ground. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out the right fist if you're able to. Pick up the left foot and float the foot to the ground. Good job. It's better to hold onto the chair and go through the full range of motion, all right? Weight shifts left, bend in the left knee, pick up the right leg. Heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts right, pick up the left leg, keep the upper body straight. Heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Good job. Weight shifts left, keeping a bend in the left knee. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time. The leg that has the weight on it, make sure you're keeping a bend in that knee. Weight shifts right. Pick up the left leg, keep the upper body straight. Heel kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts left, pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Excellent. Okay, you're going to find that will get better and better every week. All right. And you will have a couple weeks. So it's like, it didn't really feel better that week. That's okay. That's part of the fun of Parkinson's disease. Who was it? Someone in one of these classes said Parkinson's is like the cardinal relief pitchers that you never know what they're going to do on a certain day, right? It was like, that's a great analogy. That's a beautiful analogy. Yeah, I think so. Yep. All right, next is bow stance. We step out empty. We keep plenty of space between the feet. This step forward is empty. I set the foot down without any weight on it. And then I shift my weight forward onto it. And then I shift the weight back and I come back to center. Okay? This should feel almost like your foot is floating to the ground. All right, so I'm not setting it down. The body's not jerking as I'm doing this. It's an empty set down and then shift the weight. Okay? All right, hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Weight shifts to the right. Step out empty with the left foot. Weight shifts left, punch out right fist. Keep that back heel planted. You drive off the back heel. Weight shifts back and return to center. Weight shifts to the left, step out, empty right, and weight shifts right, punch out left fist. Weight shifts back and come back to center. That's looking good. One enhancement with this. The weight shift comes from the hips. So when I want to weight shift forward, I push my hips forward. When I want to weight shift back, I push my hips back. Upper body, head and shoulders stay over the hips. So as I weight shift forward and backwards, my head and shoulders stay over my hips. All right. The more you bend your knees, the more you will be able to move your hips. The more you keep your knees straight, the stiffer your hips will become. Okay. It's the way our body was designed. Weight shifts to the right, step out empty left. Drive the hips forward to weight shift forward. Drive the hips back to weight shift back. Nicely done. Back to center. Weight shifts that direction, left. Step out empty right. Drive the hips forward to weight shift forward. Keep that back heel down. Drive the hips back to weight shift back. Come back to center. Just because you're using the hips doesn't mean you need to step out further, okay? Weight shifts right, step out empty left foot. Drive the hips forward to weight shift forward. Keep that back heel planted. Drive the hips back, weight shift back, come back to center. Note to self, bring super glue next week. Weight shifts left, step out empty right. And then drive the hips forward to weight shift forward. Keep that back heel down. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Let's do that again. So when you set the foot down, you shouldn't feel any jarring with the body at all. You shouldn't feel, the body shouldn't be taking any shock. As you set the foot down, it should feel like a butterfly landing on a flower, all right? If you feel pressure on your leg, that means you're shifting weight forward, okay? All right, weight shifts right, step out empty left foot, float the foot to the ground, and then bow stance. Weight shifts back and return to center. And Dave had exactly the right idea. He was floating his foot over the ground before he set it down. That's beautiful. Weight shifts to the left, step out empty with the right foot. So I should be able to pick my right foot up at this point and let it float. Now shift weight right, punch out left fist. And weight shifts back, come back to center. Excellent. All right, keep working on that. Keep thinking empty step forward, right? Empty, like my head. Weight shifts right, left foot, ankle exercise. Touch heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. Now, let's try something a little new here. Keep your weight on the right, step back empty on the left foot, and then shift the weight to the left, right foot, touch heel and toe. Heel, toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Flex that ankle, heel, and toe. Keep the weight on the left. Step back empty with the right foot. Shift weight right. Second ankle exercise. Touch little toe, big toe. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot. Little piggy, big piggy. Now, keep the weight right. Step back empty left. Shift to the left. Right foot. Touch little toe, big toe. Outside, inside. Little piggy and big piggy. And back to the Wuji position. Awesome. Good job. Shake your legs loose. Get a drink of water. Any questions on those 12 exercises? You know them perfectly, right? So Vaughn says, yes, the operation was for Parkinson's symptoms. Excellent. So then the next question would be, did it help? Or is that something that takes place over time? So I've never heard of focused ultrasound. I've heard of DBS surgery. I've never heard of focused ultrasound. That's interesting. Hmm. I've known several people that have had the DBS surgery over the years. Hmm. Yeah. Um, it's it's not always that successful, but it's more successful than not. But we're trying to keep you so you don't need to do that. So excellent. All right. Any questions on those 12? We're good? Got them memorized? I do have a listing of those on my website. In all seriousness, you can go to my website, taichistl.com. Um, scroll down to the media section. There's a button that says document and training library. Click that button. There's a document that says warm up exercises. It's a PDF. Print it off, stick it on the wall, practice those exercises every day. All right. Well, but you want to try and practice because what happens is you'll be like, what do I do here? And then when you get to class, you're like, oh, that's where I was getting stuck at. So, um, but no, you practice, and I'm happy to tell you where you're going wrong. So I don't. Yeah, yeah. Well, one of my students, Daryl, who you know, he's been in class here a couple times. He's not here today, obviously. Um, he has found that when he does Tai Chi in the morning, his balance is better for the rest of the day. And he would do Tai Chi in the morning, even on days when he had Tai Chi class. And he noticed his balance was better in Tai Chi class on the days he did a little bit of practice in the morning. So our balance doesn't get better just by hoping it gets better. We got to work it a little bit and kind of push our balance under a controlled condition. Okay. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to warm Linda up. Um, so this one will warm you up. So listen to what your feet are telling you on this one, where your body posture is. All right. So from the Wuji position, we're going to weight shift to the left. Keep a bend in the left knee, right foot, cat stance. Use the chair if you need to. Tap right toe out in front of us, keeping all the weight left, and cat stance. Tap right toe out to the side, no weight on the right, all the weight's left. Cat stance. And tap right toe behind us. Cat stance. And return to Wuji. Good job. Other side. Weight shifts right, left foot, cat. Tap left toe to the front, empty. Cat stance. Tap left toe to the side, empty. Cat stance. And tap left toe behind us. Good spacing with the feet, everybody. Cat stance. And return to Wuji. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Good work, everybody. Operation was successful. My stiffness, rigidity, and tremors affected better, I'm assuming. So your rigidity, tremors. So if I'm hearing you right, your stiffness, rigidity, and tremors were all reduced by the operation. Interesting. I've never heard of that operation. Huh, interesting. Pardon me? Focused ultrasound, I believe is what he said. Focused ultrasound. Ooh, no, ultrasound, I wouldn't think so. All right, so round 2 of that last exercise, chapter 2, okay? Weight shifting. Now, we're trying to teach the body to override the switch in our head. We have an automatic switch that when our foot hits the ground, we immediately start shifting weight to it. At some point, that's going to get you in trouble. So, we're trying to override that switch that I put my foot down, but I don't have any weight on it. And then I choose when to shift my weight to that foot. I don't just do it automatically, okay? So we go nice and slow with this one. We're very controlled with our weight shifting, okay? So weight shifts left, right, cat. And again, feel what your foot is telling you what's happening with your body posture. Tap the right toe out in front of us, empty. Set the right foot down without any weight on it. Now, pause for 1 second. Look down at your feet. This is about the same spot your feet should be when we do the bow stance. Okay? All right. Now, weight shifts to the right. All of the weight goes to the right. That allows us to tap or float the left foot behind us. Keep the body straight. Then set the left foot down without any weight on it. Shift the weight back onto the left and right cat stance. Tap right toe to the side, empty, keeping all the weight left. Set the right foot down. Oh, that was a heavy sigh. Set the right foot down without any weight on it. Now shift the weight right. Keep the upper body straight as you shift weight right. All your weight's right. Bend in the right knee. Tap or float the left foot. Keep that upper body straight. Make sure that you're not leaning. Don't make me say your name. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts to the left and right cat stance. Tap the right toe behind us, empty. Set the right foot down without any weight on it, keeping plenty of space between the feet. Weight shifts back onto the right, allowing you to tap or float the left foot. And then set the left foot down, keep that body straight. Weight shifts left and right cat. And back to Wu Ji. Very nice. Other side. Weight shifts right. Left foot, cat stance. Tap, left toe to the front. It helps if you breathe and not hold your breath, just so you know. Set the left foot down without any weight on it. Weight shifts to the left. Bend in the left knee. Keep a bend in that left knee. Tap or float right foot behind us. Set the right foot down without any weight on it. Shift weight to the right and left cat. If your legs are tired, stop. Okay? Tap left toe to the side, empty. Set the left foot down, keep your weight on the right. Shift weight left, upper body stays straight. Tap or float the right foot, keeping that upper body straight. Listen to what your foot is telling you. Set the right foot down, weight shifts right, and left cat. Tap left toe behind us, empty. Set the left foot down, keeping your weight forward on the right. Weight shifts back left. Good weight shifting, everybody. Tap or float the right foot, keeping the body, keeping the back straight. And then set the right foot down. Weight shifts right and left cat. and return to Wuji. Awesome. Isn't that fun? Shake those legs loose. Good job. Get yourself a drink of water. Vaughn, thank you for all that information about the focused ultrasound. Yeah. So somebody asked if you had to have an incision for that, or you could do this, Vaughn. Um, if you have any information on that, you have my email address. Email it to me, and then I can give it to the people who are interested. Um, that would be awesome if you wouldn't mind doing that, sir. That would be absolutely awesome. All right. So I think we ought to just keep doing that last exercise over and over, don't you think? There you go. See, he suggested it. He suggested it, not me. um, seriously, that's a really good leg strengthening exercise. So we're going to keep working on that one every week. Also, it's a huge help with our balance. Okay. All right, let's give your legs a little bit of a break. You can do this from the chair if you want, or stand in the Wuji position. We're going to do both hand exercises. We're going to do simple and then exciting. So touch the thumb to the palm of the hand, and then stretch and open up that hand. Touch the pointer finger to the palm, and stretch, open up the hand. Touch the middle finger to the palm, and stretch the hand. Touch the ring finger to the palm and stretch the hand, and then touch the pinky to the palm and stretch the hand. Beautiful. Now the more exciting one. Pointer finger and thumb, beautiful circle. Interlock the two circles. Touch the tips of the other three fingers together and gently push the palms towards one another. Keep your shoulders relaxed as you do this. And relax the hands. Then middle finger and thumb, interlock those two, touch the tips of the other three fingers, gently push the palms towards one another, and relax. Ring finger and thumb, beautiful circle, interlock, tips of the other three fingers, gently push the palms towards one another, and relax. And then the pinky and the thumb, interlock, tips of the other three fingers, and gently push the palms towards one another. And relax. Beautiful. Let's do our neck exercise. Figure eight. Number 8, laying on its side. Nice and slow. Nice and noisy. And when you get to the center, stop and reverse back in the other direction. Try to not look up towards the ceiling. We're either looking straight ahead or dipping the chin down to the chest. And when you get to the center, stop. Have one to help you with your shoulder. Vaughn says, like DBS, but incisionless. Incisionless. Interesting. Interesting. Pardon me? I believe Racine, Wisconsin, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I think they've got a good medical community up in Racine. All right, shoulder exercise. Take the left hand, upper part of the left chest, and then with the elbow, make a forward circle. Do whatever your body allows you to do, but keep the body straight. Make sure you're not leaning, all right? So concentrate on keeping the body straight while making as large a circle as you can comfortably do. All right, I've been doing this for a while, so that you don't have to mimic what I'm doing. Go nice and slow. We're looking for range of motion, not speed. And when you get to the bottom, stop and then reverse and go back in the other direction. You will find if you practice this exercise, it will start to loosen up the shoulder. Shoulder is a very unique joint in the body. If you quit using it, it stops. You lose range of motion when you don't use it. Right hand, upper part of the right chest, forward circle with the elbow. Once again, keep the body straight. We're looking for range of motion, but not at expense of leaning. And this one will also be kind of noisy sometimes. And when you get to the bottom, stop and reverse. Beautiful. And now you're ready for the duck dance. Okay, so, pardon me? Some people call it the duck dance. Yeah, duck dance, chicken dance. I think they're the same dance. No? Oh, the funky chicken. Yeah, the funky chicken is different. It was kind of fun to watch Linda shake her head on that one. Okay, so last week we learned commencement, right? Let's review that. You saw it? Didn't we? We did the whole thing. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, yes. Redundancy helps. So let's practice commencement. I'm going to face you and mirror you. Okay. So I start with my heels together, feet out, 45-degree angle, Charlie Chaplin style, knees straight, hands down at the sides. Don't lock the knees out, but you can kind of straighten the legs. So commencement, we float the hands up in front of us, fingers facing towards earth. Rotate fingers towards heaven, bending the knees, bringing the hands down to the dantian, the belly button. Weight shifts to the right. You step out empty with the left foot as the hands come up to the chest. And then we weight shift onto the left. We reach the hands out like I'm handing a ball to someone. I bring the right foot forward. Hands come back to the chest into prayer hands. And relax. Questions? On the empty, I don't expect you to have it memorized. On the empty step forward, don't try and step too far. This is an empty step. We're not trying to change zip codes or anything. You're just kind of moving forward a little bit. So as you shift the weight, it should feel really solid, okay? And the palms face one another. You let the hands kind of talk to one another. Going up, palms facing one another. There you go. And the fingers facing towards earth. So looking at it from the side, the fingers are towards earth. Rotate fingers towards heaven. Sinking down, weight shifts right, step out empty left, and then weight shifts left, reaching the hands out, right foot comes forward, back to prayer hands. Do that one more time, shall we? Heels together, Charlie Chaplin. Keep breathing during the exercise, not just between them. Float the hands up, fingers facing towards earth. Rotate fingers towards heaven, sinking down, bending the knees. Weight shifts to the right as the hands come down to the dantian. Palms are facing one another. Step out empty with the left foot. Don't overstep now. Check. You should be able to pick the left foot up and the upper body not move. And then weight shifts to the left, gently reaching the hands out. Right foot comes forward. Hands come back to the chest. So I'm back in the Wuji position. Bring the right foot forward. There you go. Excellent. Relax the hands down. Don't step out so far and it'll be easier for you. Okay. You two, my people in the front were trying to impress the teacher about how far they could step. Don't worry about that. Empty step forward. Should feel real comfortable, real solid. Okay. There you go. That's a much better step. So now shift the weight to the left. Bring the right foot forward. Yep. Bring the hands back into prayer hands. Let's do that again, all right? Heels together. Float the hands up in front of us, fingers towards earth, arms extended. Rotate fingers towards heaven, sinking down. Hands to the dantian, weight shifts to the right. Weights on the right. Step out empty with the left foot. Don't overstep. And now the hands circle up. You weight shift onto the left as the hands extend out. Bring the right hand forward. And then the hands come back to the chest into prayer hands. And relax. There you go. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. No, we're going to. So I'm going to try and teach you roughly one move a week. It won't always work out that way, but we'll have to see. If we get a new person in class, we may have to review a few things. But I'm going to try and go roughly at a pace of one move every couple weeks or every week. Okay. But the first thing we're going to do is review what we learned. And so if you have questions, we address those questions. So I'm going to teach you a really hard move today called open and close. All right. And I'm being kind of facetious about this. This is open and close. Now, a lot of people mistake this move and they think open and close, move. I'm just playing an accordion, inhale, exhale. That's not what we want to be thinking about. Yes, you do want to inhale and exhale during this. However, if you go back to the warm-up exercise where we gather chi and you're reaching for infinity and you're opening and broadening the chest, right? And then the exercise right after that, touching heaven and earth, lifting that head up by the silk thread. You incorporate those two as you do the open and close. So I don't just stand here and go inhale, exhale, but I inhale, so I open, I broaden the chest, float the head, and then bring the hands together. Okay? So again, I'm not doing this, but I'm doing this. Okay? So as you open, you don't pinch the shoulder blades together. You imagine someone's kind of like taking your shoulders and pulling them gently apart and floating your head towards the ceiling at the same time. Okay? So we're going to practice this a couple times. Keep your shoulders relaxed as you do this. I love the way Dr. Lam described this. Somebody asked him in a class one time, and I was there, and he said, when someone watches you do open and close from the back, they should be thinking, something's happening there, but I don't know what. And then he demonstrated, his demonstration is much better than mine. But when you see someone do open and close from the back, and you look at it like, something happened. What happened? But you guys know because I gave you the clue, right? So let's practice just the opening of the chest and the back, all right? So again, I'm not pinching the shoulder blades together. You imagine that someone's kind of like pulling your shoulders apart, all right? So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That one looked really nice. One more time. Inhale. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Beautiful. Now, try lifting the head by the silk thread, just the lifting of the head. So now as I open, lift the head up by the silk thread and exhale. There you go. Inhale. Exhale. Pardon me, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. All right. Practice both of those together. We'll do it 3 times. You're broadening the chest, floating the head to the ceiling, open and close. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. That looked nice. Oh, and one more thing. As you do that, you do a deep belly breath. You don't just go, here you go. Because see what happens when you do it? That's exactly what happened. When you're opening and broadening, she yawned. It couldn't be because she was bored with class. That couldn't be it. But that's exactly what happens is as you open, you broaden the chest, you open the body, you get better circulation, you fill the lungs more completely, and you start to relax. All right? So practice open and close this week, okay? Let's do our 3 cool down exercises. Lightly punch or slap the legs. Good job. You know 2 moves already. Yeah. Pardon me? A dozen? For this form, a dozen. Or I could teach you the Soon 73. Guess how many are in the Soon 73? There you go. Tighten up all the muscles. Not 7.3, 73. Tighten up the muscles. Hey, it was reduced from the Soon 98, I believe it was, 97 or 98. The International Commission made it Soon 73. And gather chi, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. You guys are doing really well. I'm throwing a lot of information at you. You guys are doing well. So Dave, Linda, Cheryl, Lana, and Rick. Thank you guys. Have a great week. Stay safe. Great way to put it. Sure. Sign in on the way out if you would.